Hello, Simmers, and welcome to my latest tutorial, Tiny House as a Generic Lot. So one of the things that's really great is that if you use a tiny home, we'll just choose the Oracle and build one. If you use a tiny home uh, residential lot trait, you get all sorts of benefits that come with that trait. So we go over here and we select tiny home residential, and now you see that there are the requirements. You have to do all that, but what we're going to do is over here is look at their rewards, and in the smallest tier home you'll see lighten the load, let's all get together, let's all get along, let it grow, feeling fine all the time, you got the touch, cozy comforts. So, the ones that you can experience as a guest on a tiny home lot are the let's all get along, relationship gains are doubled. Um, and you got the touch, skills increase at double the standard rate. I believe you can also experience the cozy comforts, relax, everything is twice as comfortable as it is generally, and possibly the um the feeling fine all the time, happy, inspired, and focused buffs last twice as long. Possibly the let it grow, but I'm not sure about that because you have to stay on the lot for a long time for that. But there are some downsides to it. Get the um to get the smallest micro home that supplies all of those benefits are is this, and you're only allowed 32 tiles. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. I need 4 by 8. See, what's great is that they'll do the counting for you. So we do this, and that's 32. If we go a little further, you'll see, oh, we've entered a new tier. So we go back down to 32. And you'll see that is not a heck of a lot of space to work with. And I can totally understand people who do not want to work in that little space. It gets annoying. But also gets annoying is like having to make your house all on one level, not having it be part of like the the whole room, so it doesn't look the same or act the same as a room. It can get annoying. So technically all of that can be inside so long as you uh add a roof on top of it. But the downside is that if you do have because none of these are considered joining walls, even though you have them joining and all of that, they're not considered joining walls. Um, so it won't have that completed room with tiles thing. Um, look to it. But the thing is, if you do have a sim that's on a different lot, for instance, my sim is on he's on a city apartment lot because I want to do I want to do the aspiration for him there. So what I did was I created a tiny home residential lot that he can visit and use sort of as a generic lot where like even if you have the always welcome trait, you can only visit homes that have residents in them. You can't that has like a household in them. You can't visit lots that have nobody home. And I thought that was always annoying. And then I found out how to do this little trick, cheat, not cheat strategy. So there is our tiles as a basement. Yeah, that counts. You do not have to have any kind of entrance to the basement. You don't have to do any of that. But look, you still have all of that extra space there. It's great. There to work with. Now go into the wall tool and you can just make the enclosure. We're going to sort of make a lean-to in a way, like um they have a term for this in African culture that I do not know enough to speak about. Maybe someone can leave in the comments what I'm referring to. It's a room that has three walls instead of a fourth wall, and we're not going to have the fourth wall so that our guy can still come in and use it, because if the second we put the fourth wall on there, it becomes a house, and the um, the other guy, the guy who has the always welcome trait, won't be able to visit. To make the roof, though, you need to have a room there because you see it has the tiles on top, it has the ceiling. If we were to just try to make a roof for this one, this is what happens. You get on the floor. Even if you try to put it on top of the wall, it doesn't work. So that's super annoying. I'm trying to make this kind of unique looking in a way, and I'm going to give it a half gabled look so that it looks interesting. Then just pull that over there and pull that up and pull that back. There you have your shelter so that your sim won't get rained on and can use like indoor appliances and have lights and do all of that good stuff without them breaking all the time. Roof is a bit high, so I'm going to lower it a bit. There we do. We have ourselves a sort of lean-to thing, I think. I'm using that term right. If I'm not, please don't judge me. I'll just stop using the term. So because our billing information is like the household that's visiting the lot is not going to have any effect on like billing, we don't need bill discount items like we did before. I like using these guys, and we can do this. Eh, So what and we can put in windows and everything if that's uh your liking. I don't mind it not having windows. My lot that I shared um on uh the community, I didn't have any windows for them. I'll put in some windows for this one just to show you how that goes. So yeah, earn those. Then searching for, oh, you don't have it here. It doesn't. What's also really great is that your sim can visit this slot and then you can enter free build mode if you realize that there are some things that it's lacking in, like you forgot to add some traits or whatever for it, and or you realize you don't like the kind of layout you have, you can edit it. I'm just adding a really plush bed for him. And then I just have this clapboard up because I feel like it sort of goes with the whole I'm not going to say the term again, but you get what I'm trying to say. And it sort of goes with this whole rugged look of this place. I'm creating a bathroom. Now, what will be interesting is that this bathroom cannot have any um doors in it. If it has a door in it, your sim isn't going to be able to enter it. But we still want him to be able to use the bathroom. So, how we do that? This is how we do that. Um, this is how we do it. I'm going to get sued by Jordan Mitchell for or just Jordan. I'm going to get sued by him for not getting his name right. Is how it's going to get. I gotta just stop using terms that I don't know and stop using guys' names that I don't know. So what am I doing with this? I am creating the bathroom. You're probably hearing, I'm hoping you're hearing like the bad storm we're having outside, because then I'll mention that. And this is, we're sort of using the technique that the gym uses. Um, they use uh, the wall technique so that multiple Sims can use the restroom um, without having to do this. What's great is that it can all be, uh, you don't have to worry about it being like using off the grid or anything like that. Because then you can just use whatever you want for it. There, we have our bathroom because it does still count as part of the house. It's just this is the yard part outside. We could even put in a pool if we felt inclined to. I do not, but you can do that. So I am going to offer this lot. I'm going to call it Tiny Home Generic Lot to keep in uh, line with my tutorial here. What's great about having the roof is that you can then put in ceiling lights, which saves room for decorating. And like I said, I'm not sure how like much they actually work for that, but this is just, it's also a great way for your sim to save money. So if you're trying to do one of those challenges that's like um the no skills no problem, or oh, I kind of like the purple here. Or doing the um, making money when you have to earn money. It sort of feels terrible that you have to then spend it on building up your house and increasing the um, supplies for it. And I mean, increasing the value of all of your purchases, of all of your equipment for it. So, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, uh, this way, at least, you can keep saving that money. You can even, for instance, this is an unlockable at a culinary um, career. So you can use locked items, and that can be an increase in value for that item, whatever they're offering. But as you can see, this is all I'm doing. I'm just building the house as though I want it to be an actual house. I'm just never going to um, close off this room. I'm never going to add that extra wall because, like I said, um, you're not going to be able to, um, your sim isn't going to be able to visit it if you have that extra wall there. I'm going to just move this over a little bit. Add one there. So here we have surfaces, dining table, and it can all be really great. Um, I'm not sure if you're going for, like, if you're going to do something like have a kava party or something like that. I'm not sure if this can still be used for that. Um, I'll let you know in my comments section if I figure that out. For that, I really do not like that I can only use this one uh this one electronic um radio to get the maximum benefits. I want these to be okay. That one is from level 8, but it's a karaoke machine. I want them to have all like max level 10 fun, and they're not. So I in case you're doing the no skills challenge, you might want to add that fire that fire alarm there so that your sim doesn't burn to death. That'd be good. Extra. So what I'm going to be doing then too is just like uh changing all of those changing all of the fun levels for all of the stereo equipment, which is yay, not what I want to be having to do. So to do that, you go into the um, Sims 4 Studio, and that's how and then so to change the quality of the item, you go into what's it called? It's uh, object. It's in the category section. You go into like object, um, something, object tooltips, something, and you're able to tune it that way. Somebody who has that game, that feature, help me out with the terminology for it. So I think I got it right. I think it is the I think it is object tool tips, and then you can like rearrange all of the different object necessities. Like for this Hampton's chair, you can change comfort to level 10, and then you can add like positive environment rating 10, that kind of thing. It's great for when I want to use something that's of a different expansion pack, and I'm like, I bought this, I should be able to use it, and I don't use it because it is not like one of these maxed out items. I hate that. It's like, Maxis knows we buy the extra games so that we can use the content, and then they don't offer premium grade appliances and equipment um, and electronics because it's like, oh, whatever. We're going to sort of screw you that way. And that annoys me. So that's why get the Sims 4 Studio, and you can alter all of the electronics. I'm supplying um all of the different skill boosting things here so that um you can have optimum skill leveling experiences and do all of that stuff. I'm really just extending this so that you can then at the end see it all in play. And if you get the point, feel free to like end this. I am going to share this uh, on the on on the gallery, so you can just put in a search for tiny home generic lot, and you can get this and just install it into the Twin Oracle um, lot in Newcrest. So, and you now will have the information that you need to just make your own if you want it to be in a smaller lot so that you can place it in any world. So that's nice. Doing that, adding some lighting. Boom. Okay, we have our little comfort place there. I want to add a jacuzzi because why not? I'm never okay, so I don't really like um adding a bunch of uh landscaping and decorating and all of those things. You'll never find a house that I've made with a bunch of clutter around it because I don't like clutter in my, at least in my Sims house stuff. I don't like clutter. In my real life, oh my goodness, my house is a disaster area of clutter. So I guess my Sims 4 houses are my outlet for not having it. Um, we can go in here. Oh, activities and skills if you're into getting creative and having the like ooh, painting quality heavily increased. One, yes, please. Can go there. And again, like I said, this is so that everything you can have in the free build mode is just so great for having it. Here you have all of the options, all of the perks are unlocked, and when you're visiting with your guy and um your sim and it's like, oh, I forgot I needed uh this thing or whatever, then I needed lot traits or something like that, then you can still go into free build mode. I'm not supplying the lot traits because I want to save this and save lot and post it on there. Oh, whoops. I forgot to. Okay. Don't delete it. Okay. So, moving on a different lot, and visit and use the furniture. And visit. Yay. Okay. So now we have it. Now we can share the lot. Now it's tiny home generic lot. So for you to know, leave comments, leave hearts. I follow me, you know, the whole drill. Okay, that is my tutorial, and I hope you really enjoyed it and it wasn't like super boring. I'll talk to you later, guys. Happy gaming.